Hello, Communication Studies 101 team. Welcome to Fundamentals of Communication. My name is Jenny Lopez-Ramirez, and I'm your instructor for this course. In this video introduction, I'd like to share a little bit about myself and what this class consists of. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said before, my name is Jenny Lopez-Ramirez, and you can call me any one of those three names. Miss Jenny, Professor Lopez-Ramirez, or Mrs. Ramirez. Any one of them is perfectly fine with me. Now let me share a little bit about myself. I grew up in Southern California where I attended California State University for both my bachelor's and my master's degree, and it's in my first year of college that I fell in love with communication studies. Now I'll admit I was feeling a little bit anxious walking into my very first introduction to public speaking class, but I had an amazing professor who came in every day with this great brilliant energy, taught me how to write an informative speech, a persuasive speech, and also integrate those crucial nonverbal cues to be able to connect with the audience members. So it's my hope that I'll create that same positive learning experience for you here in this online class. I've been teaching for about 14 years now, and I've been teaching at CCBC for about a year. So this is my second year at CCBC, and I've had a great experience working with a diverse group of students from high schoolers to first year to returning students. So I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Now I'm going to go ahead and share about my top three, and they consist of, number one, my family. I absolutely adore my family. They consist of my husband, my three kids, plus my three fur babies. I joke around and I say we have one dog for each human baby. We've adopted two beagles plus a Chihuahua mix, so it's quite a busy household here. And the reason they're my number one is I also like to emphasize that family comes first to me. If I'm feeling sick, or my kids or my husband or fur baby is feeling sick, then you're also going to be the first people to know as well. Because if that impacts my ability to get back to you in a timely manner for an email or get a grade back as soon as possible, then again, I want you to have that information. And I also want you to remember that your life and your family members' life, including your fur babies if you have any, also matter too. So if you fall sick along the way in the course of the semester, then please communicate. Remember, this is a communication class, and I don't just want you to practice it in our online class, but also with me. So if you fall sick, you have a doctor's note, please remember to save it so you can go ahead and send it to me, and that way we can go ahead and extend any assignments, because again, at the end of the day, your health, your family's health matters the most. My second favorite is gardening. I absolutely love to be outdoors. It's a form of therapy for me. So if I'm having a hectic, stressful day, then I'll be outdoors, embracing the weather, embracing the soil as well. And I love doing that with my kids. This season we were able to grow watermelons, cantaloupes, bell peppers, figs, cucumbers, eggplants, just a variety of herbs, fruits, and vegetables. So it's been such a wonderful experience to do that with my children this season. Finally, my third item is being outdoors. We love being outdoors, whether it's at my children's activities, in the garden, going out for walks with the puppies. So I hope you'll be able to find that activity as well that serves as a stress reliever, especially if you start feeling a little anxious right before you record your presentation. So now that I've wrapped up about myself, let's go ahead and talk about the class. In addition to my top three, I also love teaching this class. And the reason is because we talk about different types of communication, starting with intrapersonal communication, where you tell us a little bit about yourself, both in your introductory discussion board as well as a self-concept essay. We also get to learn about interpersonal communication, which is all about relationship building, both friendships, romantic relationships, and also ties back into how you communicate with your family. We get a chance to look at small group communication, working in teams, and we'll have a group discussion board to practice that technique, and public speaking. You'll be completing a total of 3 speech assignments in this class, so remember to go ahead and get that video and audio working because we want to make sure we can see you and hear you in your presentations. So in addition to those 3 presentations, you're also going to have a practice assignment to become familiar with GoReact, which is the tool that we use to record our speeches. And when you submit your 3 speeches, you're also going to be completing a written outline. So you'll want to make sure that you have Word document ready to go so that you're able to complete your outlines and other written assignments. So let's explore what are some of the other assignments that we're completing here in this class. In the first week, you'll have an introductory set of assignments to make sure you're ready to use the tools for our class. Like I said, we've got 3 speeches as well, and then we have various written assignments where we get to do a little bit more reflective writing assignments. We'll have 2 exams in the class, which will be completed online on our Brightspace page, and then you'll also have various discussion board assignments so that you can exchange your ideas and read what your peers have to say about that specific subject. So it's a great way for us to exchange ideas with our classmates and for me to go ahead and read and learn more through your life experiences. Now let's talk about how to get ready for this class. Remember to start by reading the Welcome tab. We want to make sure that you're looking at the course announcements, and we want to make sure you become familiar with using that tool, looking at the Announcements tab at least 2 to 3 times a week. Earlier in the week, I share an announcement that indicates what are the reading assignments as well as the class assignments and their respective due dates. I also like to include tips such as how many sentences you should be writing for each assignment. So please make sure you look at those tips and due dates so you don't fall too far behind in our class. For the very first welcome assignment, I want you to take a look at that because it includes links to the syllabus. The syllabus contains crucial information, including how many points the class is worth, what are the assignments specifically that we are completing, what's my late assignment policy, as well as what is attendance mean for our class as well. So take a look at that. There's also a calendar at the very end so you're able to keep track of the assignments and their due dates. We also have a link to the textbook so that you're able to immediately start accessing and completing your reading assignments. And like I said before, looking at that announcements tabs 2 to 3 times a week. In the later part of the week, I'll go ahead and share some reminders of what's due for that day, and again, tips to help you with maximizing your points, because again, my goal is to make sure that everyone passes this class. Finally, another reminder I like to share with my students is that most assignments for this course will be due on Wednesdays and Sundays at 11:59 p.m. So again, keep track of the course calendar, look at the announcements that I share with the class, and if there are any updates in due dates, let's say there's a technical issue happening with Brightspace, we'll go ahead and adjust that, but again, stay up to date with the announcements so that we make sure we're completing those assignments in a timely manner. Like I said before, if you do anticipate submitting an assignment late, let's say you fall sick earlier in the week, you have surgery and you need a couple of days to recover, save that note, send it my way so that we can go ahead and extend that assignment, because remember, like I said earlier, your health, your family's health matters the most. So communicate with me, communicate with your classmates. Let's practice communication this semester and for future interactions. Now, if you have any last minute questions about this video or the class itself, getting started with it, remember, I'm just an email away. My email address is jlopez-ramirez, that's J-L-O-P-E-Z as in zebra, R-A-M-I-R-E-Z as in zebra at ccbcmd.edu. If you'd like to schedule a video appointment or a phone appointment, I'm also open to that. Just send me what days and times work for you and we'll coordinate a meeting just for you. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you and having a successful semester. Bye-bye, everyone.